What is going on, everyone? My name is BoIt and I'm back, finally, with some more Age of Titans action. This is my 1000 subscribers special. Decided to host a tournament for it, and the map. First game of the day, well, not really the first game of the day, but one of the first games of the day, with Brickhead spawning on the right of the map in the red colour, playing Thor, and Rangers in the left side of the map, playing Set in blue colour. The map is Midgard. So basically I'm just hosting this tournament, $30 cash prize, when it takes all, for you guys, just to get some games out there, some really high quality games with top players. I think the lowest player's skill level in this tournament is like at least 1850, 1900 sort of thing. So I'm really pleased to see all this turn out to be so good. So basically, this is live streamed. This is a live game. Everything about this is live, so it's going to be a bit different from my normal games where I'm shoutcasting recorded games. I'm also going to put up some recorded games after the tournament for the games which I missed. Hopefully I can get up every single one of them. And then have a little playlist on the side of the game, so that's going to be good. So in this matchup, we do see it's the Set player. Set's a very strong god on this map because he can convert the walrus, he can convert everything, and he can scout extremely efficiently. So there's no surprises which Brickhead's going to be able to do. Also, the early game aggression with those walruses to prevent docks coming up on both sides of the map with the priests and the animals, and the fact that you've got like walrus on your old Sarks is a big deal. But it looks like Brickhead's already getting up a second dock, so he's going to be able to pump out fishing ships extremely quickly. He's already got 7 villages on wood. He does have 2 dwarves though, so they're going to be a little bit less efficient in terms of their gather rate on that wood, but that's okay. It's worthwhile to chuck them onto that wood. The Set player, Rangers, he has currently got 5 villages on wood. He's got 4 villages on the food as well, and I'm expecting him to start putting some villages onto gold to get that temple up, to get some more docks. He's also chucking up another dock on the on the top side of the map, right on that fishing salmon right there. So you know that there's going to be 3 salmon right there. You can already see that 6 fishing ships have been produced for for Brickhead. Sorry, actually 7 right now. So he's really booming extremely efficiently now. He's actually already got, was that 8 villages on wood, so he really needs to start thinking about getting some food if he wants to advance at a relatively fast time, or if he just continues to boom, he might struggle for some of that early set aggression with either the shifting sands or the Anu stakes. Both are extremely effective ways to punish late up advance time. Looks like Rangers was slightly supply blocked here, or doesn't have the food to produce this village. He's got some idle TC time at the moment. It's not too great, but it's probably not going to hurt him all too much. There we go, he's starting to produce that villager. Maybe about 15 seconds of idle town center time there. Probably could have got out another villager if he was more efficient with his build. We see another house going down for Brickhead. He's got that old suck producing that. He needs to think about getting that temple up. He's actually got 10 villages on wood, so he's not going to slow down with this production of fishing ships. He's got extremely nice fish. He's going to get some extremely nice economy going. Really interested to see what he chooses to do, because he's got this exposed gold mine here. Well, it's relatively exposed. It's in town center fire range, it's in tower fire range, but it's easily raidable. That's what the issue is. So if Rangers pulls a really nice fast heroic shifting sands with ancestors onto this location, and then he can just win the game right up there. But we'll see what happens there. Now, Brickhead's initial dwarven gold mine has expired. Now he's producing his ox cart to reduce the walking distance of those dwarves. Rangers, on the other hand, he's got 6 villages on gold. He's only got 4 villages on wood now, so he's pretty content with his fishing ships, because his fish is actually quite poor. He's going to produce a couple more docks now, though, and that's going to allow the spread of his fishing ships to be less painful, because they're going to have more close drop points. Having six villages on gold means he can at least get 5 docks up, if not 6. So both players very boomy at the moment, and we're going to probably see this game go a little bit later into the scheme of things, maybe mid-late game. We're probably going to see, not going to see any early rushes, anything crazy. Both players playing extremely safe. But now we see this dock getting up, and looks like Rangers is going to scout that. Ooh, I think that's actually out of range, so I don't think Rangers is going to see this. However, a wolf is going to come through. He's going to spot that dock going up. I'm going to see if he chooses to fight that off or not. Do see Brickhead going through Freya. He's at 45%. Rangers still not advancing, so he's very, very late in terms of his advance time. And Brickhead also changing the forest for some reason, probably because he's worried about the shifting sands, but as we know, the Rangers isn't advancing yet. He is going through Tar, so he's going to be able to shifting sands. And this location over here is actually pretty safe considering where all of the animals were converted, so it's actually a really smart choice for Brickhead, except Brickhead has left his ox cart off the line of the wood. He needs to fix that up as soon as possible. We see Freya has been researched. We see Longhouse is going up, that Valkyrie spawns. It's going to be interesting to see how he uses that, if he moves that around simply just to raid, or if he uses it to protect his wood line. And he actually isn't producing any like boats yet, any archer ships. I'm not exactly sure if he's doing some sort of land aggression, completely land aggression yet, because he's got so many villagers on wood. It stands to reason that he'd have more villagers on food if he wanted to do a complete land aggression. It looks like this is going to get scattered out. The hyena are set running in. He's shifting sands those off suck, but it looks like he's going to the wood line, which isn't there. So Brickhead, a really nice play there, forcing that delay of the shifting sands, at least for a couple of seconds. But the hyena set's probably going to be able to get around here. If he feels like it, no, he's just going to retreat that out of there. We do see 9 dwarves on the goal now, so definitely some form of land aggression, as well as possibly a couple of those fish archer ships coming out at some point. We do see Rangers producing a couple of cabinets. He hasn't quite gotten a barracks out, so he's going to be in some pain here. We see the forest fire going down onto the wood line of Rangers. The Pharaoh still doing nothing, and a nice shifting sands onto the wood line of Brickhead. Brickhead just going to be able to produce that ox cart straight away, maybe even save 1 or 2 villages. When you move away these villagers and dwarves, you're really going to move them without the ox cart there, because that slows them down immensely. But the Valkyrie going to deal some serious damage onto this wood line of Rangers. So Brickhead doing really nice there, mitigating that damage quite nicely. So both players in a little bit of economic hurt there, but nothing too serious. Haven't seen a barracks yet for Rangers. Rangers is just coming right onto this food line of Brickhead. Brickhead's got a lot of docks though, so he can just really garrison those fishing ships and keep them alive for later. And I'm sure he has enough wood to produce a couple of those archer ships now as well, seeing as he's completely producing raiding cavalry. So now the barracks is going up for Rangers. Rangers in a bit of hurt right now. He needs to get some spearmen up to deal with these medium raiders. So he's going to get those spearmen up. It's a bit interesting to see the delayed response there. He knew that they were coming because he saw the 3 barracks. He probably even saw a couple of raiders coming out as well. But it looks like Brickhead's just trading right now of raiders for villagers, but he hasn't really been able to pick off many. So he managed to pick off a tower, which is nice, but that's not really going to be enough. That's the tower he has to pick off as well to pick up, stop Rangers getting that mining from that gold mine. A lot of raiders dying there for pretty much free. I think 1 or 2 spearmen may have died. So Brickhead going to be retreating out there. Rangers now got those cabinets on the food line of Brickhead. Brickhead losing 3 fishing ships for free there. Unfortunate for him. But Rangers has invested quite a lot into the water, so I think he's happy losing just 3 fishing ships. And he's actually picked off a cabinet as well, so he can ungarrison those fishing ships now and start gathering from them. That's quite nice. Pickaxe now getting researched for Brickhead. Rangers has got hand axe and pickaxe. Spearmen are going to be moving over to the right side of the map to defend against this push from the raiders. He's not going to really be able to do much. Maybe pick off 1 villager and then get out of there, or he might get stuck. He's trying to be too greedy here. Probably should have just gone for the 1. Now he's going to have to retreat, not getting any. Sometimes you have to think about, like, are you going to be able to get out of here if I do this correctly or not? So he wanted more villagers than he could get, so he's not going to get any. You see another longhouse going up. A couple of throwing axemen are now going to come into the mix. I think it looks like these cabinets are getting some paint onto them as well. And Brickhead's economy is actually hurting quite a lot here. Rangers' economy is kicking into overdrive. Hasn't had any real pressure onto his fishing ships, even though he doesn't have that many. The fact that they're gathering and Brickheads aren't means it's going to be good for him. Also, the fact that there's so many raiders which have been picked off is not a good thing for Brickhead either. For the fact that he hasn't really dealt that much damage. It's going to be interesting to see if he can actually pick off any villages with this raid, or if he should just go straight to the heroic age, grab map control and grab that 4 town center advantage to 2, because the map is quite good for the player who has map control. It's not imbalanced in any way, shape or form. It's just that map control means that you're going to get the 4 town centers. So the player who's more aggressive will probably end up taking this game in terms of population and economy. Rangers does hit the heroic age first through Nephthys. He wants to take this gold mine, and we do see no heroic age in sight for Brickhead. So Brickhead's going to have to win this fight here, or at least force Ancestors in order to mitigate some of that damage that's going to come on later. We do see that this split attack has been really nice. He's managed to pick off some villages here and stop the Midgard going up, stop the gold mine as well. He's actually picked off 1 or 2 villages and forcing Rangers back. Rangers does have the option of sneaking a gold mine over here though, but instead he's going to produce that Midgard in his base. And Brickhead's going to have to retreat out of here. Still fighting these spearmen, but at the moment, if he does micro this well, he's probably going to lose only a couple of raiders. Instead, he's microed it poorly. Lost 2 raiders to 1 spearman, and now he has to retreat. We still don't see a Dwarven mine yet, but the Scorpion Man raids have begun. The Scorpion Man attacking the town center instead of the villages. Scorpion Man's actually really strong against Norse because they're quick, and the only real response which Brickhead can do is Ursa, and they're too slow to deal with them. So Ancestors does get cast now. Ranger's going to have to retreat out. Sorry, Brickhead's going to have to retreat out of here. Rangers is going to get this gold mine under control and then push on. Probably even manage to take the game here if he can get the map control. This town site is going to be the issue really to secure, but. Looks like this is the only gold mine for Brickhead at the moment. If Brickhead can't secure that, then it's going to be very difficult for him to win this game. And I think Rangers sees that. He's producing chariots, as many as he can. He's at full population. Probably should delete some of those longboats at the moment, Brickhead. But it looks like Brickhead's going to be able to retreat out here, wait for Ancestors to expire, and then perhaps defend against it with all of those throwing action. He does have quite a few raiders to deal with the chariots, but the issue is going to be that there's a Scorpion Man dealing so much damage with his special attack. The little jab thing to the face as I make a gesture which no one else can see. And Rangers just losing a couple of units for free there, but also picking up a couple of units, so it's not really that bad. It's quite nice micro by Brickhead, though as he's now it's not nice micro. He's losing 2 or 3 free units there, and Rangers builds his settlement. He's got the 2 town centers up. He can now produce more chariot archers to deal with all those throwing axemen. The spearmen are in the wrong position, however the Wadgers are there to soak up some of that damage, and those raiding cavalry have very little pierce armor at the moment. They don't have any upgrades. They're actually, even though they're killing off all of those chariots, he's losing so many of them, and there's so many spearmen left that they can just come back and deal with what Brickhead's got. Ranger's going to have to move in now, pick off those throwing axemen again, and then if he moves over on this gold mine right after that, instead of taking out the longhouses, it's going to be very difficult, and Brickhead does tap out. That's GG, Rangers takes it 1-0. Brickhead's out of this tournament. Unfortunate for him to come up against set on Midgard. We're going to have to go into the... Well, that's him. Rangers moves on to the next round. Stay tuned for more games. And I'll see you guys next time.